Hi Kelvin, please look at the following. Okay, I have one controller, 8 locks, and the other one 4 locks. Okay, you can see it here. You have a TC348 and a TC388. Okay, until here, I also programmed the flow control. So you can see a little bit, you can pause and understand what I did. Okay, for controller number 1, you can see back to normal. If I have a, let me show you. If an exit button 1 is open the lock 1, okay, and then back to normal. And I did the same with lock exit button 1 to all the doors, okay, on panel A1 for 8 doors, and the other one the same status. Okay, so physically I'm going to open the door, okay, pushing the exit button to the 8. You can see that it's opening and closing, and you can see my exit button is pressed, right? So everything's done, everything's okay. I release, everything goes back to normal. I'll go and do the same to the other controller. Okay, you can see opens all the doors. I'm pressing only one exit button, so everything's cool. I also program on flow control, so to the exit button number 2, open the door number 1 and 2 from the other controller. Okay, so you can see I'm pressing the button. Okay, it's opening the lock, and on the other controller the same. Okay, so I release, and it goes everything back to normal. So until now, physically everything's working fine. Now let's go to the software. If I press the exit button number 1 for controller number 1, it will obey and open all the doors. Okay? It won't go back to normal. Is okay? Because I don't know why it's pushing the button. So let's go back to normal. Okay? Puts all the doors closed, but on lock number 1 stops the hands. Okay, so if I want to open again, it will open again. Okay, I'll wait for this to go back to normal. Now I'm going to tell him back to normal. You can see everything's back to normal. Instead of a lock number 1 has a hand. Okay, hand stops. Okay, we'll open the door. So I'm going to try again. I'm going to select. I'm going to open all the doors. You see, door number 1 won't open. Okay, I'm going back to normal again. To release this, I have to choose this one, select it, and tell him back to normal. The hand will disappear. We'll go back to normal. The same issue happens with the controller for a TC348. Okay, I choose again. I'm going to open one door. You can see, I'm pressing the button, all doors are opening. Okay, I release the button, everything's cool. Now I go to this logically through the software. It opens all the locks, but it locks the lock number 1. Okay, so I choose this one, tell him back to normal. Okay, it goes back to normal. So again, I choose to open the door. It won't open the first one until tell him go back to normal. Okay, so I choose the lock and hit back to normal. So this is one of the issues that's happening. So the same problem we have it here. If I choose all my doors to open, you can see all my doors are open. Okay, and I tell him back to normal, he'll go back to normal. Okay, everything's fine until now. Then I go to the inputs. Again, I open all the doors. You can see doors and sensors, everything will open. Okay, cool. And go back to normal. But the locks, but we'll lock the locks. So again, I tell him here to the input, close. Okay, first to close all the doors, and then back to normal. Okay, but still they have the locks open. So if I want to open again my doors, let's see what has happened. Okay, it opens the doors because I'm not forcing it to open, and it goes back to normal. But let me show you one more time. If I open all the inputs, okay, and put it back together, you will see what's going to happen. Okay, it will close some doors and some won't, also for the exit buttons. So I have to come here and I have to tell him to close, force close, and then tell him back to normal. But still I have that problem with my hand. I'm going to press exit button number 1. It won't do nothing. And remember that I have here a flow control for exit button number 1. So it's not working, it's not obeying. Okay, you can see it here. So I close it back. I put this back to normal. And on my locks, I choose them and again back to normal. Okay. Also, we have the same problem with the TC48. Sorry. I'm going to open this door. Okay. We'll open the hand. You can see I have a hand. So if I tell him, go back to normal, and again open, it will open 3 locks and not 4. Okay. So back to normal. Let's say erase this. Back to normal. Okay. Now again I'm going to force open the inputs. Opens all the doors. Okay. And also the extra 2 relay.